Hey everyone, Magic Man Scott 40k here, back at it with more Dawn of War Soulstorm action. This replay just happened a little bit ago, and I thought I'd record it. A lot of action, a lot of explosions, and I thought it'd be pretty cool. So I joined this lobby called Noobs 2v2v2. And I thought they meant noobs as in like new player, but the host was actually called Noob. The host is, you can see there, the host is called Noob. So I'm not sure if they meant, I'm not sure if that's his name, like Noob's Lobby, or 2v2v2 for new players. And I was looking at everyone's win rate, and everyone's win rate was pretty low, like 20%. Pretty much everyone here has a 20% win rate. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll join. And yeah, so that's the story behind that. So I got Space Marines. I picked random. So Space Marines. My partner got Chaos. This guy had 100% win rate, but he only played twice. So Airfat with Chaos, and I think he's got like a Italian flag or a, I'm not sure what flag that is. Maybe Mexican flag. Not sure. Then we have Necrons over here. We actually have double Necrons on the same team. So that's interesting. Another interesting thing is these Necrons are super aggressive, which you don't see too often. Like extremely aggressive Necrons, which is very rare. And then you have another Space Marine over here. So I think this is going to be interesting because you'll see my playstyle and then this guy's playstyle. Well, we play Space Marines different, so that's going to be interesting. And then you have Tau. Tau does like a weird build order. You'll see here in a minute. It's not a bad build order, but it's kind of weird. But yeah. I'm going to try and make this a short one. After this, I have a lot of painting I got to do. I bought some miniatures. And I've just been playing Fallout 4 all week. And I never beat that game before, and I want to try doing that. So yeah, I want to try and make this like a short one. So that's going to be pretty much it for the intro. There is a lot of action. Honestly, I do a weird build order too. So I don't fight until like the 5th minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip to that part. So yeah, I think you'll like this one. So I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this on. That way I can focus on everyone. And yeah, I'm gonna try and make this a quick one. So I think you'll like it. So I do a sniper build order because I thought Chaos. Sorry, I just ate some food. My throat's
What is your will?
Anyways, I thought Chaos was gonna make like Raptors or something, so I went snipers. And I know Tau is next to me. I was looking at the loading screen and I was like, oh, Tau is gonna be right next to me. I knew Necrons was nearby, but I didn't know where. So I thought snipers would be alright. Now if they make Necron Lord, I got no counter to that. And honestly, even Tau Commander kills everything. It takes like 5 shots to make it so they don't do damage to me. And during that 5-shot period, Tau can just wipe the floor of me. So, yeah. Basically any commander counters me. Now Chaos does this really interesting just full economy build order. Just goes all out on economy. And then Necron, again, extremely aggressive Necron build order. Honestly, not a bad idea against Chaos. This turret one-shots the builders. It one-shots the cultists. And yeah, not a bad idea at all, actually. And my snipers do next to no building damage, so I can't really do anything. Here I build a turret just to stop anything from jumping over. Stealth suits, anything with a jump.
Secure.
Okay. It is a 2v2v2. Usually whoever attacks first wins. I gotta cough again. I got like a cracker. I ate a cracker and the crumbs are... I think the crumbs are stuck. So double turret. Very aggressive. I think he should scout the map first and then make a second turret. You should... All he really has to do is send his builder over here and he would know... Like, he doesn't know there's two generators here, right? I think you should scout first. That's my 2 cents. It was a noob lobby, so you expect something to, you know, you expect mistakes. Now here is more of a standard build order. Space Marines and Force Commander. That's a lot more standard. And you can see this guy is pushing already with 2 squads. Very aggressive. Interesting, yeah, very interesting build order. So he's just now getting his obelisk. And okay, so they're both just now getting their points. So they're both doing pretty much the same thing. This is a very early summoning core. Very early. And it's weird to attack with 4 gens. That's not enough economy to fight with. This is why nothing happened until like the 5th minute. Yeah, so these turrets like one-shot my scouts, so I can't really do anything. So basically I do an anti-Tau build order. So I'm just scared of Tau, basically. And honestly, Space Marine might have the best army. Just Space Marine and Commander. You might have the best army of just that. Very early Necron Warrior upgrade.
Taking heavy fire.
Pretty expensive at 200. Also, without the obelisk, this upgrade takes forever. If you read the obelisk, if you read it, I think it says all your upgrades are faster. So, with one obelisk, the upgrade takes like a full minute. But more than one, if you have all the obelisks, the upgrade is like super fast. So yeah, this upgrade takes forever. And this is very early too. I've pretty much never seen Necrons attack at 3 minutes. It's unheard of. So it's what, 4 squads against 2 commanders. And then you got the Necron Lord. I have my commander, but I didn't scout the map. I can't really scout the map because this one-shots me. So I can't really scout and see what's going on. So I actually have no clue what's happening. You can see there I have absolutely no clue what's going on. So it looks like the host is getting focused down. This is 2 Necrons fighting each other. Very early, a tier 1 Wraith. So a very fast Wraith. You don't see that too often. You don't see tier 1 Wraiths. Those are very rare. Wraiths don't even work on Space Marine because their melee damage is 50. So Wraiths don't even work on these guys. If they have anything with high melee damage, it just doesn't work. Turret, but too late. The LP was a good idea. Might need mines. Like, I guess the Wraith would see the mine. The Wraith does really high building damage. And it looks like the Necron Lords might go down here in a minute. See, this guy's This is enough money to fight with, for sure. That's a nice build order. That's not enough money to fight with. So, interesting that you don't see Necrons, like, rushing too often. And you can see Tao's tier 2. You can see, so you got elite units versus just a lot, like spam. So you can see here you have 1 squad against like 5. So that's the difference between elite and spam. And Necron spam can work 100%. I'm not sure what Space Marine's doing, because oh, he's tier 2. I just noticed he's tier 2. I think this is a god-awful time to go tier 2 during an attack. You should have canceled this, for sure. That is a god-awful tier 2. Weird place for your played ones, but whatever.
Keep firing, keep firing.
They are going down like dominoes.
Plasma fire.
Yeah, this is a god-awful time to go tier 2. And honestly, you don't have the economy for it. This is what I meant by a lot of really nice fighting at the start. And I thought you guys would enjoy this fighting. So Space Marine quits. So he made 1 squad. And then went tier 2. He did have the strongest army for a minute.
Marine squad deployed.
So you can see here Necrons are communicating. So they know what's up. And this is all tier 1, which is crazy. Extremely aggressive tier 1 fight. Nice solar pulse actually, that was really nice. Good job. I pretty much never seen tier 1 raves. That's unheard of. So now, I would say very successful fight. And the Necron Lords are pretty good, right? So here we have 1 squad of Fire Warriors. I think this 1 squad dies to the Wraiths. This Wraith can just walk over and kill everything. So me, I seen turrets and I was like, oh, I should get rocket launchers or a Rhino. I thought this turret would be tier 2. So I went ahead and got rocket launchers. So you can see there I got the full rocket launchers. I thought about getting plasma scouts, but I already you can see here where is it? You can see here I already have 2 of them, so I can't buy anything. I can't buy the plasma. But yeah, I put all my generators over here just so stealth suits would have to jump twice. They would have to jump here, and then stealth suits would have to jump again over here. So that's what I did there. And Chaos is actually making an HQ here. He's going full economy. And we actually got the message. Someone died. So my heart is racing like crazy. Like, oh, someone died. That's crazy. And you can see here I just hit tier 2. I think this is a more appropriate time. You can see I got my economy going. My army, I will say my army sucks. This is not really a combat army. It's not combat ready. And then you have Chaos, very defense heavy, which you don't see too often. I see Chaos as more of a aggressive faction, right? So you don't see defense Chaos too often. So there you go, got a fast vehicle. And I think everybody's actually tier 1. Yeah, so tier 1 Necrons. Very expensive push. Yeah, another tier 1 Necrons. I'm actually surprised. This is really not enough to fight with. So I'm surprised he did that. Sorry for all the pausing. So I think around now I start the fight. I can see Chaos is getting confident. Again, we didn't scout the map. We just couldn't. So this is all we see. So here we start to get a little bit of confidence. I go Grey Knights just because they're a good unit. So I just decided to go Grey Knights. I wasn't planning on going like full Grey Knights though. Like maybe like half Grey Knights. If that makes sense. So there you go, turn it down. I use my commander as a distraction. And I really thought these would be level 2 turrets. You can see there, slowly getting taken down. And I get all the stealth upgrades. So I got stealth scouts. I also have stealth the skull probe. So I'm buying that. Once I get the Grey Knights, that's pretty much it for tier 2. I don't plan on making like vehicles or anything. So here we just got the middle. Chaos, like we both have pretty weak armies. Chaos has a pretty weak army. I have a weak army. Here I see a huge group of Necrons. And I just assumed Necrons killed a player. This is enough Necrons to kill a player with. So I just assumed they killed someone. And I had no idea who they killed. But I knew it wasn't the host. If the host died, the game like crashes. So it couldn't have been the host. I also completely forgot whose teammates. So I had no idea who this teammate was. So you can see here my scouts are doing some damage. If he had a Wraith or even the builder, you could detect. So honestly, getting the stealth upgrade was probably a waste. So now he's pushing Tau. I think this is a pretty strong, like, anti-Tau army. Just one Solar Pulse, and you can kill all this. So you can definitely kill Tau if you tried. So their strategy seems to be 2v1ing a player, double teaming a player. But now they have to fight me. And I think they're injured from the last fight. They're injured from the fight before. So it was actually very easy to kill them because they're all injured. So after killing those immortals, I'm starting to feel very confident. And here I start to float, which I didn't notice. I was looking here. I was trying to keep track of everything. All you really need is a Tomb Spider. I think the Tomb Spider kills all my guys. The high melee damage. And here I see this giant army and I'm like, oh crap. So this is basically spam versus elite. And I wasn't afraid of the flayed ones. Grey Knights kill flayed ones, no problem. So now he's pushing Chaos. Chaos has this crazy defense though, but no real army. Really needs to Solar Pulse this. I don't know why he didn't. It looks like Tau survived the push. So yeah, pretty bad. Not the best Necron Lord usage. If your Solar Pulse is not up and ready, you don't have to push. Like, it was their idea to push, not mine. Yeah, Wraiths don't really work on Space Marines. Not really. Here I smited just a squad. Now after seeing all these dead bodies, I was like, oh, he must have Resurrection Orb or Tomb Spider. Like why would you sacrifice all this? And you can teleport back at any time, right? So I was like, why would you do this? But he did destroy this LP3, so that's a really good job. That's a huge economy damage. Couldn't decap it though. And there's no... Like, I think his army was correct, for sure. His army was definitely correct. This guy's still trying to kill me with the Wraith. Again, Wraiths don't really work on Space Marines. And this guy keeps pushing for some reason. Double flayed ones. I guess he really likes attacking. Honestly, Necrons is not really an attack faction. So I just saw like 3 mortal squads go down, and now I'm seeing the Necron Lord went down over here, and then I'm seeing 2 Flayed One squads go down, and I just destroyed these 2 turrets, right? So I'm like, okay, Necrons has to be broke. I just killed like 5 squads, and again, he didn't have to push. Like, he really didn't have to. This guy didn't have to push either. Like, if you're not ready, you don't have to. I don't know why you push. Now, I'm pushing because I just killed like 5 squads. And I was like, oh, I should have a stronger army. Unless he's got Resurrection Orb. Resurrection Orb would really screw me. Now, I wasn't planning on going full Grey Knights, but it just kind of happened. I basically needed the push now before Necrons recovered. And this is actually a good lesson. You should really do your economy before you push. Here he kills my rocket launcher guys. Rocket launcher guys have like they can't punch. They can't pull out their sword. So the Necron Lord should be able to kill my army, no problem. Here I use my orbital. Really all I have is Grey Knights and that's it. So my army's not that good. I forget why I made the Librarian. I think that was just for the smite. So Necrons quits. Didn't even try to defend. The teammate shows up. I think Necrons just got really confident. They killed 1 player and now they're extremely confident. This guy just hit tier 2 at 14 minutes. Like his strategy worked, his build order worked, but now it's starting to backfire. So 14-minute tier 4 Chaos, and Chaos is starting to build in my base for some reason. I'm not sure why, but oh well. Kind of cute that he trusts me with. He must trust me with defending this. And you can see Chaos is going full, like crazy economy. Yeah. Tier 4 Chaos is actually really tricky because you have to spend like 800 points and then you need a champion to transform. So tier 4 Chaos is not easy by any means. So the only one left is actually the host. This guy actually, he actually let us destroy the monolith. He didn't quit early. So respect to that. He actually let us destroy all his stuff. So we actually destroyed his monolith.
Position secure.
Now here I'm getting all the commander upgrades and stuff like that. And I'm really floating. I feel bad. Like I shouldn't be floating. Like that's very rookie. It feels rookie to do that. Tao actually has a really good army for 15 minutes. This is a really outstanding army. But here I get my Terminators out. I kind of do a fast Terminator. And here I wasn't really controlling my army. I was trying to spend this float. I really did not want to float. So I was just buying whatever. And I don't even have the economy upgrade. I need to get the economy upgrade. So I'm just floating like crazy. So you can see here Chaos has a plan, but I don't really have a plan. Here I tried to, I didn't know this guy died. So I went ahead and attacked him. I thought there'd be a player here. And here I have my invisible, servo skull detecting, and sorcerer detects too. I don't think Tau can actually kill the Bloodthirster. I don't think he has an answer. But you can see here, Chaos is pretty much maxed out, and I'm not actually maxed out. I got a lot of upgrades to buy. But yeah, this is pretty much GG. But this was a really good fight. I actually really enjoyed this fight a lot. And you can see Tao's like, even with, he's on the ropes, right? But he's still getting a lot of kills. Look at all these kills. Just a ton of kills. So huge respect there. He's actually dominating. And he stealth suits destroyed all our vehicles. So huge respect for that. He's actually destroying our vehicles like no problem. I actually really enjoy this fight. I feel bad for 2v1ing the host, but it's just what happens, you know. So there's a dead champion there. So he's getting a lot of kills. But the problem is now is Chaos has so much money. Like Chaos can fight forever. Yeah, he's like rich. He can make a vehicle every like minute. So if he just gets like if he gets 2 or 3 machine pits, he can just spam vehicles forever. That's how much money he's making. So Tau is doing really, really well. But the problem is Chaos can just make vehicles forever. Every minute. And honestly, going full economy on a 2v2v2 is not a bad idea. You're planning for the long term. And I'm starting to see why this guy has a 100% win rate. Did a really good job. And to be fair, I'm not sure what Tau could have done better here. I really don't know. And here I activate my can't die ability. So now I can just do whatever I want. Since my guys can't die, I can just walk right over them. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. I did feel a little bit bad. The reason I was able to beat Necrons is because they were already injured. They weren't like fully fresh. If they were fully fresh, I think it would have been a different story. And really, I don't know why they didn't solar pulse this. This was a lot of damage. And really, Chaos didn't really have an army. Like, Chaos had no army. So if he would have solar pulsed this, I think Necrons would have won, actually. But yeah, this one, like, I don't know why they pushed. And they pushed during the tier 2 transformation, which is not a great idea. But yeah, so they did absolutely excellent in the first 5 minutes. They killed off a player and almost killed off 2 players. But after the 5-minute mark, they did some really stupid stuff. Yeah, that's the end of that one. I just thought I'd do a really quick one. Just a really quick match, and I thought you would like it. I tried to do fast tier 4 chaos before, and it's actually really tricky. Doing quick tier 4 is really tricky. So yeah, and honestly, this very first Defiler died instantly. It didn't really do anything. So yeah. But yeah, I got really lucky with the Grey Knights. Grey Knights killed the Flayed Ones, no problem. They killed the Immortals, no problem. They killed the Wraiths, no problem. I just got really lucky with the Grey Knights. They just countered everything. Now he had like 4 Immortal squads. So if I did go full building or full vehicles, he would have countered me. Immortals can kill any vehicle in the game pretty quick. So if I did go full vehicles, I would have lost for sure. But yeah. And honestly, assault marines could have helped out too. I could have used assault marines. He did this big push, and then assault marine his base kill. He had no defense here, so I could have used assault marines, jump in, do some damage, right? So yeah. But yeah, I made snipers. I thought he would make like raptors or something, and I thought it would complement his army. In a 2v2, you should really try to complement each other. So I thought he would make a big army, and I would make a small sniper army, and I thought they would complement each other, right? But that didn't end up happening. After the snipers, I just kind of improvised and winged it. I didn't really have a plan. But yeah. I did make some healers. I was floating a lot. I had like 500 float. So I just pressed buttons. I just bought everything. And I actually have I have a Land Raider. You can see this Land Raider here. That's how much float I had. You can see I have this crazy amount of float. I have like 4,000 float. So I just pressed every button. And I did capture the map. You can see here I captured everything. So, and during this fight, Chaos actually donated to me. So I had money forever basically. So at this point, I would have captured. What I should have done was go ahead and capture these and build a second base. I captured this. I should have built like a third base. Build like a barracks here, a vehicle factory here, and I could have just spammed units forever. So that's what I should have done, but oh well. But yeah, after so Tau defended really well. Tau lost a lot of units, so I'm actually surprised he defended this. He was able to defend himself, and all Necrons needed was one destroyer, and he would have won the game. But yeah, this could have gone either way for sure. So I got really lucky with what happened. And yeah. Let's go ahead and look at this one more time, and I think I'll end it there. So yeah, just turrets for days. I think he actually has a max turrets. But yeah, I can see here he just went full economy and full defense, which is really hard to break without a tier 4 unit. You pretty much need a tier 4 unit to break this. Yeah, I should have made more buildings. And that way I wouldn't... I feel really bad for floating. I just did not buy enough stuff. But yeah. So for this fight, this Necrons push and I help defend. So that's kind of like a 2v1, I guess. This guy, Necrons pushed here and failed, and he was tier 1. So this guy had nothing. And then we 2v1 this guy. And then Space Marine lost at the start of the game. I really think the fast tier 2 thing just doesn't really work. Especially against like buildings. Like on this map, like you can have a really strong defense right here. And let's say you do make a fast tier 2 unit. Well, these buildings would shoot it to death, right? Like these buildings would shoot my Grey Knights to death. So I actually don't think fast tier 2 even works on this map. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, I think the lesson is, I don't know. You should really get your economy going. That's just any RTS, any game. You really gotta get your economy going. And the moment they hit tier 2, they push, which was not the brightest idea. And really, they could have prevented all this with a teleport or a good solar pulse. Even the Wraith could have absorbed all the damage from the guns. Like, they could have won, I think. Necrons could have won if they played their cards right. Just, instead of sending your army out first, you send out the Wraith first. It absorbs all the damage. And then you could push. So that one little... Or even flayed ones first. He could have flayed one first and then push. Like, that would have worked too. So that one little mistake really costed them the game, I would say. But yeah, so here's the score. Chaos got the highest score, pretty clearly. But if I didn't save him during that moment, I think he would have died. Yeah, Chaos clearly got the highest score. Really no answer to the Bloodthirster. But Tau did really well, you can see here. And you can see here, Tau actually had more money than me. Even though I had the whole map. And I was floating like Tau had more money than me. Which is pretty crazy. So you must have had like 3,000 in float. Anyways, that was just a really tricky game. A lot could have happened. I think Space Marine was kind of scummy. He went fast tier 2 with no resources, and then asked for help, which is kind of scummy, I would say. If your build order doesn't work, asking for help to me is scummy. You can see here, Tau actually got the most kills. So good job there. Tau got the most kills. I had the least deaths, so that's cool. My scouts never died, somehow. The Wraith would have one-shotted them, and the turrets would have one-shotted them. But somehow my scouts never died. And my Skull Probe never died either. So that was useful. Let's see, is there anything else to talk about? Usually when you defeat a player, you have 50 kills or more. And you can see here they had 20. It's actually really hard to kill a player with 20 kills. So I will say their army was good. Like flayed ones, wraiths, like their army was excellent. So their build order was good. Maybe the timing was bad. Hard to say. But anyways, I ended up winning. Orbital striking a bunch of generators. It's still strong even now. People have been doing it for years and it's still strong. Resources. Wow, looks like Chaos gave me 2,000 in power. It's a lot. Okay, so that's why I had 4,000 in float, because he gave me 2,000. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. If I were to do this again, I would have maybe not make the Librarian, and that way I can make Terminators a little bit faster. And honestly, getting the Infiltrated upgrade didn't do anything. They knew where my army was, so stealthing my guys didn't help at all. So I should have skipped that. I really should have made more buildings, like just another base or some kind of base expansion. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You can see there I was not communicating with Chaos. I had no idea what he was doing. I had no idea what he was up to. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. A lot of explosions. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna try and beat Fallout 4. I gave up on 76. I'm not a fan of the camp system and the quests, like the way the game looks. To me, 76 just doesn't look good. I'm not a huge fan of the way, like the style of it. But it is like the gameplay is fine. The gameplay is 100% fine. I'm just not a fan of like the way it looks. It's too like brown. But yeah, I never beat Fallout 4 before, so I really want to give that a go. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I don't plan on making any Fallout 4 videos. There's a lot of people out there who do that, so I'm not gonna waste time and make my own. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Bye.